So that's what I have a problem with, right? So that's why I come out here and I videotape. And like I said, usually I'm here for 15 minutes, and pretty much every interaction I've had so far, except for like 3 officers, have been very professional. So
That's good.
So that is good. But, you know, we got some of these guys like him who don't know what the First Amendment is. They don't know what the people's rights are. So you seem pretty educated. You seem like you know what you're talking about. So I appreciate that. I'm probably gonna be here for like 10 more minutes, and I'm gonna be out of here. I'm not out here to, you know, harass you guys and be, you know, I've been told differently, but that's not what I'm out here to do. So
you're on a public sidewalk, so you can be there.
I just, you know.
Obviously, the reason I'm here is I'm working in detail here.
Yeah, what's your last name again?
Hampson.
Hampson?
Yep, my badge number is right here.
277. Just so you know, make sure you identify it properly. I know last time I was here and I asked you just said it's right here. I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm just saying, like, professionally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Are you doing recreational pickup? You ordered ahead? Yes.
Who's over there?
That's Officer Zantrovsky.
Zantrovsky? Okay. I'm probably gonna go get his name and badge number in a minute. I went over there. Huh?
I just told you his name.
Well, I like to get it from them because I like to see how they react too, right? Because sometimes I come here and I start off by being kind of a jerk to see, because I was telling the officer here yesterday, the way you tell a good officer from a bad officer is how you react in stressful situations, right? I've worked with you once already, so I've seen how you react in stressful situations. But like, what I'm saying is, like, when we have situations where I come at you hot, right? I'm gonna see how you're gonna react. If you act professionally, most times people that do that are good police officers. They try to de-escalate, right? Not escalate the situation.
You're all set.
So that's my thing, like, you know, and that's why sometimes I come out here and I kind of seem like a jerk, but
Yeah.
I do
if
it.
you come out here hot, you know, obviously, like, I'm not going to really respond.
Right, but
that's the whole point of the
but you were still professional.
Right.
So when I came out here hot, you didn't respond, you didn't engage with me, right? But you didn't immediately start being a jerk either. You just said, I asked you for your name and badge number, you gave it to me, right? You said, that's my name and badge number, you didn't say anything else to me. That's called being professional. Some of these guys, you do that, and they want to say, why you want to know this? Why you want to know that? Blah, 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 blah. But it's like, well, that's not why I'm here. So, you know, you've been professional. I have issues with him because he's a bad police officer, in my opinion. So that's my opinion.
Okay.
But again, like, people that I have interacted with that are negative is most likely because they've done something for that reaction, right? So you've never really been disrespectful to me. I've videotaped a traffic stop you were on up there. You did a very good job.
Okay.
The only thing I had an issue with was the way that who was working with you? It was
Sergeant Brian Letzheimer.
yes, Sergeant Letzheimer. Asking passengers for their ID is not legal. So I know he said
it was consensual.
I know.
And it was part of the investigation.
I know. But I mean, if that kid didn't know that, if that kid knew he'd have to give you his ID, he probably wouldn't. You know what I mean?
I suppose.
So what's going on? What's going on today?
What's up, bro?
What happened?
Really good.
Great when you're not here.
Yeah?
Yeah, what's going on?
What's that?
Why? What's your call for? I don't want you to say I'm threatening you again, so I'm gonna stand right here.
You need a mask, though.
No, I don't. I'm 6 feet apart.
Oh, it's the city.
No, I don't. You know, CDC guidelines say I need to stay 6 feet apart. That's it. I'm more than 6 feet away from you, right? You're not gonna pull the petty bullshit on me, man.
Just saying.
I'm just saying.
It
You always
protects
just saying.
It protects you and it protects everyone else.
No, it doesn't. Taking you off the street would be protecting people.
You think so?
Yes. I think you're a terrible police officer.
Why is that?
And I'll be the first. Because you stalk my Instagram. You're on my social media screenshotting things. You're coming up here threatening to arrest me for things because I told you I'm not going to warn you again. I'm going to start filing complaints against you. You didn't let me finish, and you immediately started trying to cause a problem.
I never tried to arrest you.
Okay, you didn't exactly say I'm going to arrest you, but you threatened me, and you said you're not going to sit here and threaten me. I have it on video. So my issue with you is that you agitate things. You make things worse than they need to be.
You said that's my.
But I was trying to finish. What I was trying to say was, if you don't stop going on my Insta, it's my last time I'm going to warn you, and I'm going to start filing complaints. You don't let me finish that. You just cut me
I'm
off.
not on your shit.
Oh yeah, you are. I've got screenshots of you on my shit. So, what? So somebody hacked your Instagram account? You do realize I can see you looks at my stories on Instagram, right? So that's my problem with you.
We'll make it private.
Why are you even looking at my stuff? Why are you looking at my stuff? Why are you so concerned about what I'm
It's
doing?
on the back of your car.
So what? Do you think if you were in the middle of a lawsuit with a city, you'd be looking at their stuff?
Anybody can look at it.
That's fine.
Exactly.
But that doesn't mean that you should be looking at it. Just because you can do something doesn't.
says?
Can we agree on this?
Who says though?
Dude, the system, right? So if
What system?
let's say all right, well, let me give you an example. Let's say
System,
our system that we live in, the justice system, right? So let's
though.
say
I can't look at your.
no, that's not what it says. But let me give you an
Exactly.
example.
So what are you
So
talking
if you're suing, let's say you're suing the city of Northampton, right? And somebody from the city of Northampton is going and looking at your social media.
That's fine.
That looks very bad on the city.
How?
Because it looks like you're stalking me, dude. You're going on my social media, looking at all my stuff, and you're screenshotting things. That looks very, very suspicious. Why are you investigating me for something?
No.
So why are you looking at my stuff? I'll ask you straight to your
not?
face.
Why not? See what you're about. You always come around harassing us, so why not?
Harassing you, you know the difference between harassment and holding you accountable to do
It's
your
just
job.
like it's just like you.
No.
Wait, hold on. It's just like say you're on Instagram, right? And a picture of like maybe a hot girl pops up. You're gonna go on her page, check it out.
Sure.
So what's that?
This is my property. I don't
No, this is the sidewalk.
No,
This is the sidewalk. This is the sidewalk.
You want to trespass him?
This is the sidewalk.
I feel like he's trespassing.
This is the sidewalk.
Do you want to trespass him?
This is the
Is
sidewalk.
this your property?
This is the sidewalk. I've already been told I can stand here all day.
Wait a minute.
This is the sidewalk. You know I have issues with these guys, so you're stepping on a very fine line, sir, because this is
Hold on. He's
this
trying-
is public
he's trying to
property.
run a business.
This is public property.
doesn't want you on
This
his
is public
property?
property.
You know, you're
There is an
disturbing
easement.
my customers.
How? What customers?
Because my customers comment.
This is the sidewalk.
My customers comment since you've been here over the last.
This is the
week,
sidewalk.
Who is this guy who's photographing and talking
To the
and-
police.
And
What's the problem with that?
talking? It disturbs my customers.
It disturbs. This is a public sidewalk. You don't own the sidewalk, right? And you're going to uphold your badge and tell them that this is a sidewalk, right? That this is the public sidewalk.
We're having a conversation.
No, we're not having a conversation because you just asked if he wants to trespass me on a public sidewalk.
Okay. Are you? I don't know if this is his property.
This is
so
public
when-
sidewalk.
So when we can find that out.
This is the public sidewalk. And I'm not going to sit here and debate with you. This is why I don't like you, because you instigate things. You just straight up asked him. You solicited a trespass to him is what you did.
I asked if you wanted to trespass.
That's soliciting a trespass, right? Yes or no?
I can ask that question.
No, he can't. Listen, I'm going to tell you a story. These guys are harassing me for the last 6 months, okay? So don't come up to the cameraman, all right? All right, so don't come up to the cameraman then if you don't want to hear it. Excuse me, sir. I'm going to go back over there where I was.
All right. Have a good day. Man.
Yeah, and just so you know, you're going to get a complaint for soliciting a trespass too.
right, sounds
Because you know it's against the law to solicit a trespass to somebody, right?
I asked if you wanted to trespass here.
That's soliciting a trespass, yes or no?
What?
Is that called soliciting a
Is that against the
trespass?
law?
Yes, it is against the law. You
Where?
cannot solicit a trespass.
Where does it say that?
Go. You're the cop. Go look it up. You're the police
Well, you
officer,
seem
right?
to know about it,
I
so-
do.
so tell me.
I do. I don't need to tell you anything. You should
Where
go do
does
your
it
job
say
and
that
research
I
it.
can't
This is
solicit?
why I don't like you, because you just instigate things, right?
I'm
You're
instigating?
a problem. He came over here and asked
Get
me.
you off his property.
He came over here, but this isn't his property. This is the sidewalk.
Do you know it's the sidewalk?
Of course I know it's sidewalk. I check with these guys every time I come
This
here.
grass is the sidewalk?
This is publicly owned. Anything 30 feet away from a business is publicly owned.
That's a fact.
Go look it up.
I will.
I know you will, because you just like to be a pain in the ass. So what I'm going to tell
No,
you,
I'd like to know what you're talking about.
stop instigating things, okay? He came out here.
You're instigating things by showing up here and harassing us.
No one's harassing you.
You are.
I was here yesterday and had a great conversation with these
I
guys.
heard. I was here that night.
So don't you think that it's funny that every time I deal with you, there's a problem, right? Every time I deal with certain individuals with the
You're
Northampton
coming at me
Police.
the wrong way, man.
No, man, you come at me the wrong way. You're the police officer.
Threatening me.
Threatening you how?
Saying
How'd I threaten you?
You're going to threaten. Well, you said.
I said I was going to file complaints against you.
This is your last
Okay,
warning.
then I'm going to file complaints. I have it on video. So
said
stop
this
trying
is
to
your
lie.
last warning.
I said this is your last warning. I'm going to start filing complaints against you.
Exactly.
How is that a threat, man? Are you so scared of complaints?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so why is it a threat? Why are you so?
Go ahead.
Are you scared of something? You have a gun.
Absolutely. I'm not.
Do I have a gun? Am I armed? No. So stop being an instigator and go learn your job and start
Learn my
protecting the
job?
public. Yes. You don't know your job.
I don't.
No, because as soon as he walked out here, the first thing that came out of your mouth is, "Do you want him
He
trespassed?"
wanted you to leave.
He
You
can't
said-
tell me to leave public property, man.
So when anybody comes out and says leave.
This is why you're
leave
being
this
sued,
area,
though. This is why you're being sued, though. Don't you
we
know
always
that?
ask, do you want to trespass?
Do you-
It's at bars.
No,
It's at
no.
everywhere we go.
No, it's not. Not if you're on a public sidewalk. You guys have a problem with the First Amendment and public property, so I'm going to make sure that you know what your job is.
I'm happy to be educated.
I'm educating you right now. Stop telling people, stop soliciting trespassing to people.
Okay.
You cannot walk up to a business owner and say, "Do you want him trespassed?"
Where does
If they say, no, let me explain
Where
to you.
does it say I can't do that?
the law, man.
Where?
Go look up the trespass laws. If he comes out here and says, "Is this individual's trespassing? I want him trespassed," right? That's legal. It's not legal for you to say, "Do you want him trespassed?" It's not legal because you're soliciting action to somebody. What you're doing. So you need to go reread the law.
I will.
And you need to stop fucking coming up here and acting like a tough guy because it's really frustrating.
Tough guy.
Yes. Every time I deal with you, you get out the car. You want to be Mr. Tough Guy, and you want to be rude. You want to be disrespectful. You want to threaten people. So every time I've been out
Who
here,
have I threatened?
you threaten me,
How'd I threaten you?
dude. You're stalking my Instagram.
How have I threatened
You're
you?
trolling my. That to me, that's threatening. You're stalking my Instagram.
I just gave you the perfect
Stay off my
example
social
of,
media.
of you looking at a hot girl's web page.
Okay, but that's different.
How's it different?
I'm in the middle of suing your city,
How's it different?
and you work for the city.
How's it different?
So stop looking at my stuff. It is different because I'm not suing that hot girl.
Then make it private.
I'm suing the city, and
Make
you're
it-
part of the
make
city.
it private.
Stop looking at my stuff.
Make it private.
It's stalking. You're gonna end up getting a harassment order. Is what's gonna end up happening. So stop going on my social media. All right?
Okay.
That's my advice to you. Okay?
I appreciate
And
your
it's
advice.
funny because every time I come here, this whole week, I've had nothing but good interactions with some of these officers. Dude, don't you find it interesting that every time I deal with you, there's always a problem? Do you not find that interesting?
What did I say to you when we first? I said, "Hey, man,
Listen,
what's
man.
going on?"
Listen, man. Every time I deal with you, you're starting shit.
Okay.
You're always starting shit with me. Okay?
No one's starting shit
You
with you.
I just have you on video soliciting a trespass to this
I
business
asked if you
owner.
wanted to trespass.
Yeah, that's soliciting a trespass. That's illegal. Do you know that? You need to go look it up.
All right, man. I will. I'll check.
All right.
it out. Have a good day.
Stop harassing people. Because you're part of the fucking problem. And I think, I think you should go inform him that this is public property too. As a matter of fact, yeah, actually I think you should do that right now because now I'm here on public property and I would like you to go inform that business owner this is public
I
property.
don't know it's public property.
All right. If that's public property right there, what makes you think this isn't
I
public
don't know.
property?
I don't know.
He doesn't own this. This is the sidewalk. That's part of the sidewalk, yes or no?
How do I know that?
So can you go tell him that this is public property,
No,
please?
I'm not. 'Cause
You're not going to tell him,
I
right?
don't know that to be a
You're
fact.
not going to tell
I
him,
don't know
right?
that to be the
Because you don't want to do your job. You just want to fucking mess with me, right? He came out here threatening me, right? Saying, "Oh, I want him trespassed." You said you want him
He wants you
trespassed.
off- You're disturbing his customers. So he
How
wants
am
you
I
out of
disturbing
here.
his customers, man?
That's his decision. I don't know.
So why don't you go ask him and tell him that this isn't trespass because it's a sidewalk? Since you don't take sides and you're here to protect the public, right? Why don't you go tell him this is the public easement?
I don't know that it is.
It is the public easement. There's a sidewalk
know?
right here. How do I know? Because I've been standing there all day, the last week.
Have you looked it up?
Yes.
This
And
is-
every single police officer out here has told me this is public. So I want you to go in there and tell him.
How do they know it?
This
I'm
is
just
public.
saying, I don't know that it is.
They're going to know when you go and tell them. That's what's going to happen. You're going to go in there and you're going to tell them this is public.
How do I know that, though? How do I know it's public property?
I don't know. You're the police. You should know what's public and
I
what
should
isn't.
know every.
No, you should know what's
every
public, though.
business is easy.
Okay, let me tell you what's public. Anything that's on a sidewalk is public. This is part of the sidewalk, right? Yes, there's a stop right here, which
There's
is
a
kind of
grass
weird.
patch in there.
Yeah, but that's weird. I don't know why that is. But look at this. This continues onto a sidewalk, and I've been told by every officer working here that this is public easement.
Okay, that's fine.
I was standing over there yesterday.
But I don't know that to be true.
I was standing over there yesterday or the other day. I was standing right there. I stood right here. I stood right there. If he has a problem with it,
That's cool, man.
that's his issue. I want you to go tell him this is public.
I don't know that to be true.
So you should look it up, and then you should go tell him.
Look it on what?
I don't know. Call whoever you need to call. Figure it out.
Okay.
Do your job.
I'm gonna go check it out.
No, you're gonna go tell him this is public. Because now you're gonna put this in as a call. What you're gonna do?
I'm not on anything.
Okay, I want you to go tell him this is public easement.
I don't know that it is.
So why don't you go figure it out and go tell him this is public?
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out.
No, I think you should go talk to him right now.
I don't need to do that.
You don't need to do that. You just need to solicit trespasses
Because I
to
don't know
business
that it's
owners,
true.
right?
Just because you're telling
Okay.
me
Well-
doesn't mean it's true.
I'm not telling you.
Who is?
The officers that have stood here that work for your police department have told me this is public easement. Okay? So don't come out here soliciting trespasses.
Okay.
Don't come out here telling me that you don't know if this is public.
I don't
Dude,
know.
this is public, man.
I don't know.
All of this is public. Okay?
I'm telling.
Anything 30 feet from a business is public.
I don't
Because
know
the city
that.
owns 30 feet of
How do
it.
I know that?
You should
the
learn.
building
You're a
inspector?
police officer.
So we're supposed to know all the easements. Of all
But you
buildings?
trespass people. All right, so let me ask you a question. If it's your job to trespass people and keep people off people's private property, right? Don't you think that it would be smart to learn where those lines are as a police officer?
Because even he doesn't know.
That's because it's your job to know. You're the police
I don't
officer.
think it's my job to know.
Well, he's going to assume that you're going to know because you're a police officer, right?
Why would we know all the property lines in every business?
Oh my God. Go look it up.
That's what I'm
Go
gonna do.
educate yourself.
That's what I'm gonna do.
And this is public. Everybody that has worked out here has told me this is public. I don't give him a problem ever. I've never said
I didn't
anything
say
to
you
his
did.
customers. Well, you're soliciting trespasses.
I asked him if he wanted to.
That's soliciting a trespass. You asked him if he wanted me trespass,
No,
yes?
soliciting it would be if I said, hey, you should really trespass.
No, because he came out here and said, oh, you're disturbing my customers. And you said, do you want to trespass him? That's called soliciting a trespass.
I don't think it
You
is.
asked him if he wanted to trespass me.
I don't think it
You can't offer a trespass
I think
by
you need
law.
to look up soliciting.
I do. I know what soliciting a trespass is.
Okay.
And maybe you should go tell him that this isn't trespassing.
Okay, I'm gonna go check it out.
And I'm going to call the station and have them send you back out here so you can go do an actual call and tell them this isn't trespassing.
Okay, sounds good, bro.
Sounds good. Stop being a liar, too. Hey, so this is public easement, right? I'm on